that's what he does. He shoots 10 a game, and he's elite off the dribble. So he just makes it hard. He's obviously very aggressive, and I don't want to oversimplify things, but on the road, especially with this crowd, the turnovers and then the sort of ignition that gets for the building and them scoring off that, and us not being able to sort of deflate the energy in the crowd is big.
You mentioned earlier in the answer, you mentioned that one sequence, but just overall in the game, what did you see from him in terms of how he attacked your guys' defense? I know it was a big talking point coming to the night. It seemed like, at least from my view, he did better just in terms of how he attacked you guys, in terms of patience, playmaking, I guess the total package.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was across the board, and it wasn't just him. We couldn't contain the ball tonight. Our closeouts in the first quarter were god-awful, and I thought we did a better job in the second quarter, and then he just got into the teeth of our defense too much. The fact is we don't have, quote unquote rim protection, and so if you give up blow bys, we're gonna give up something. We're gonna give up a three, or we're gonna give up a shot from him at the rim. So again, he ended up with 29 on 26 shots. I think the playmaking was there again tonight, like it was in game one. I think some of that, we did make it tough on him at times, but then you had McDaniels just absolutely kill us.
JJ, what did you make of LeBron's performance in the first half? He surpassed his individual game one and game two scoring output, but just doing everything on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, he's moving better. He seems like he's getting healthier by the day. It's typically a 1 to 2 week injury, and he's believe it's been 2 weeks tonight, if I'm not mistaken, from the Houston game. So clearly he's moving better.
JJ, how can you guys, you mentioned the lack of rim protection. I mean, McDaniels in particular, right, like seemed to be even more focused on it. I think he said something after game one. Does that work have to be done on the perimeter? How can you guys be better at the rim, knowing kind of the size limitations and vertical limitations you guys have?
Yeah, I think it's just we've done it all year. When we've been at our best, we've been able to be physical on the ball and not allow blow-bys, and also have sort of a cover mentality, multiple effort, and it was there at times tonight. It's not to say our guys, I mean, they exerted a lot of effort, they played hard, but the sort of early throw-aheads, the offensive rebounds, I think we had 2 where we collected a rebound, we get back tapped, we give up a point. It's just, again, it's those things really, really accumulate, especially when you're turning the ball over.
Jackson hasn't really been able to make a positive impact in his minutes. Would you consider just playing small full-time? Is that something that you can look at here?
We'll look at everything, but still believe in Jackson.
With Luke, I know these stomach things can kind of hang around for a while, and I'm assuming he probably lost some water weight. What do the next 24, 48 hours look like for him, and what are you kind of expecting from him in the next game?
Hopefully he's whatever is going on, he's feeling better on Sunday. I mean, I can't, I'm not a doctor.